Oh, okay. So Chris, you know all the pumpkin stuff,
No, not all.
but you've heard "It's All Right."
I think so. My wife
It's an
likes the Smashing
it's
Pumpkins. I could
it's
be
a B
wrong.
side. It's a B
Oh,
side.
then
It's an instrumental.
I probably haven't. Give it a play, Dan.
Smashing Pumpkins, It's All Right.
Yeah, it was released in one of their reissues. It was not one of their original songs.
Okay.
So yeah,
We
I
have a
think it was
live at the Albuquerque, or we have It's All Right instrumental.
yeah, "It's All Right" instrumental.
Okay.
Actually, I think this song would make really good intro or outro music for our podcasts.
Okay.
That's
We'll tell
why. That's
Daniel.
like one of the reasons I want you to hear it.
We'll tell Daniel. Like, let's get on it. We're gonna have shorts now, man. We're gonna have shorts.
Yep. Yeah. This is from Adore.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Chris, ready?
I'm ready.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go.
I don't hear anything.
I hear it very well. A left ear, a little
I
bit of
hear-
the right ear action,
I can
just
hear
enough
it.
to tickle the right ear, but the left ear is prominent.
It's very soft, and you're on your cell phone, so probably that's why.
It's okay though. It's because Dr. Joe knows what those AirPods do to you. He knows. That's another podcast. Don't get us started. You ever read the terms of service on your phone?
No.
Scariest shit you'll ever read. So smooth.
It affects me differently.
It's so smooth. I could write a book to this.
See, it affects me differently. It gives me a very ominous feeling.
What do you feel like?
I don't know. It feels like, to me, it feels like something dreadful is coming.
Chris, it's gonna come, man. It's the carb crash. It's coming.
Yeah, okay.
The carb crash gonna get you like a like a dump truck. I like this. This is like I could relax to this. I could read. I could actually finish the last quarter of this book.
So
Anthony J, we need you on this podcast, man. Get on here.
I would
Anthony J.
agree. I would agree. It's somewhat relaxing. That I would agree with, but it also
Yes.
has an ominous feeling.
Yeah, a little spooky.
Hey,
To
maybe
me-
it should be the outro music. It should be the end of the podcast.
The end, the beginning needs to be. You know what? The beginning need to be some DMX.
No, we need instrumentals. We can't have lyrics.
We'll get instrumental. Dun, 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 dun. What? Mind your business, lady. Even Chris knows that one. This is
Yeah.
good. I like this.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of instrumentals from their reissues that never saw the light of day until
You're like huge fans of these guys. Can you explain like what about the Smashing Pumpkins that draws
Well-
you so near to them?
Well, Billy Corgan is if you could take Soren Kierkegaard and William Shakespeare and turn him into a musician and put a flare of some occasional darkness in there, you get Billy Corgan's music, and that's just my take on him.
Wow.
So
He's like I mean a lot of people ripped on Billy Corgan's music in the past just because it was so depressing and because it was kind of negative, but that's the thing. Musicians write what they know, and he wrote some of the greatest albums of all time. And the most important thing about Billy Corgan is that he didn't do what people told him to do. Like when the infrastructure and the and the executives are saying, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that." He's like, "No, I'm going to do that." And then he just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And when a Virgin Records snubbed him, he just got bigger after that. It's and then the other thing is that he kept changing his music, and I kept having to change my expectations, and then I learned that I shouldn't have expectations. So if anybody taught me to keep my expectations low so that life would not be disappointing, I would say it's Billy Corgan, because it made me get out of my little, misperception that an artist is what you want them to be, and that's not what an artist is. An artist is expressing themselves, and you should appreciate their expression. So and that's why I think Billy Corgan is more of a Christian than any Christian rock
Wow.
band. Because there is more.
Big. Chris, you
there-
gotta
there-
put this
there is
to
more of
Julie.
the Bible. There is more of the Bible, and there is more of Christianity and maybe even Christology in Billy's music, and it's so deep. No, yeah, I yeah.
Up until the references to Christianity and religion, I would have said you were describing, I don't know his name, the lead singer of the Nine Inch Nails, which certainly is not anything related to Christianity. But I thought you were describing the Nine Inch Nails. Whoever, I can't think of his name at the moment, but
Well, I think Billy Corgan does admire. Isn't it Trent Reznor?
yes,
No.
there you go. Yes, that
Yeah.
is it. That is his name.
Yeah, Reznor's a genius. And I mean Billy Corgan, he's always tipped his hat to the giants of his time and of the past, and
Hmm.
and I mean he's a big fan of the Beatles. I think. I mean he's a big fan of David Bowie. He loved David Bowie. But he's not any of those people. He is Billy Corgan.
Sure. All right.
And I mean, I'm not the expert on music. I can't talk about the difference between a sharp and a flat or a whatever,
Yeah.
But I just like that I can listen to his music and I get something different from it every time. Because if I listened to the song Muzzle when I was in high school, I thought of it one way, and now when I listen to the song Muzzle, and all the lyrics, I'm like, wow, that's what the song's really about.
Yeah. Means something entirely different now.
Yeah, because I listened to the song Muzzle in high school, and I thought it was like he was just kind of like reminiscing, or he was just thinking about how great life is or something, and he's in awe. But then I realized later on that Muzzle, he's muzzling himself with a gun. He's thinking about killing himself, and the entire song is about him convincing himself why he shouldn't, and then he doesn't.
Interesting.
So yeah, I mean, you could say it's depressing, but that's Billy's way of working through the struggles and traumas in his life, I think.
Certainly. Well, that's what a musician calls on, right? To make their music, they call on their experiences.
Yeah. But their new album is really good. It's amazing.
They have a new album.
Oh yeah, Atom.
I gotta get it.
Atom. Yeah, Atom. They just released it on vinyl, and they had all these like tracks on vinyl that are only on vinyl until like winter or something.
Wow.
So, trying to get those ripped onto my computer.
Chris, you gotta splice this last 10 minutes of this 4 hour. I can't believe it's been 4 hours we've been on this shit. 4
Yeah.
hour to Julie.
Yeah, I'm starving.
This is a marathon, but it won't be 4 hour for the viewers because a lot of it's coming out, but like a good 3.5. Wow.
Yep.
What, did you start playing it again?
Huh?
Did you start? Oh, you started playing it again. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. It's not playing. So.
Oh. Chris, Julie's got to know this.
I've never heard this song. I was wrong. So
She's got to know.
I'm not sure. I'll play it for her and see if
Well,
she
if you
does.
don't know, now you know, like Biggie said.
Yeah.
We could, guys, we could just do a podcast on the Smashing Pumpkins and about why I think they're awesome. I could just go through all the albums and like.
What's their
and,
best
like,
song? 1979.
Their best song? Oh my god! Don't ask me that. I would say Speed Kills is one of my favorite. Soot and Stars is another one of my favorites. 1979 is the most famous one, and Zero. Those are probably the two most famous songs. But I mean, Billy's favorite album in terms of like, I think the one that I think hits him the hardest is the whole album of Siamese Dream. Because I mean, if you listen to Mayonnaise, if you listen to the song Mayonnaise, oh man, it's so good. And then if you listen to This Time that was on the Machina album, and then you realize what This Time is all about, I mean, oh my gosh, it's just gonna make you.
I gotta get into the Smashing Pumpkins. The way you feel about them is the way I feel about Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day. Yeah, Green Day was revolutionary in their time, and then everybody copied them, and then it wasn't.
Everybody copied their style. Dookie was a classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we could talk about Nirvana and how like.
Oh man.
Everybody gets compared to Nirvana. Like if you listen to Billy Corgan's old interviews, he didn't dislike Nirvana. He just didn't like being compared to Nirvana all the time. And then he made a really great remark. He says, "Well, who's still alive?"
Is he on Twitter?
Billy Corgan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna look him up right now.
I should get a Twitter account. Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up right now.
He might be.
We got another patient referral, dude. These patient referrals are gonna start coming passively. Billy Corgan,
William Patrick Corgan. You might
find
it.
I'm already following him.
Oh, nice. Okay,
already following. 272,000.
That's it. That's all he has.
Yeah, he's not close to 1 million, quarter of a million. His last tweet
we gotta get him up. I mean, I know he has more fans than that.
The Future Embrace released this day in 2005.
Yeah.
Tonight we're offering 3 more exciting matches. The new SP Archive, vinyl, Happy Birthday. Yeah, somehow I'm following him.
Yeah, they got.
You guys need to get on Twitter, man. Chris and Dr. Joe. Just like this is definitely a side quest of mine, not the main game, but like a side quest. Can you guys get on Twitter? And then Jaime Valles too, while you're at it, and you're never here. Can you just get on Twitter?
I could.
I'm hearing like radio silence from you guys.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I get Twitter. It's like.
Come on, Elon owns it now. You can support him.
It's a big commitment to make an account. You know, it's like I mean, it's gonna be one of those things like that's. I mean, it's as big as Facebook, and you know, it's one of those things where you're like, oh no, dopamine hits and all that stuff. So you gotta go into it with the right mindset. So I mean, I'm kind of like the Ents from Lord of the Rings. Like it takes me like a few days to say hi. You know, so I'm kind of like that with making decisions. But yeah, I gotta make a Twitter account. You're right.
Please, Chris.
Yeah, I've been intending to for like 2 months now.
I know, but you just don't. You know, it's like intending and doing is different. Let's go back to Smashing Pumpkins. I'm getting pissed.
But yeah, I mean, like if you sample every one of Billy Corgan's albums, if you sample,
they need to make like a rap. Like some rapper needs. I feel like Jay-Z can spit some bars on this.
Yeah, maybe.
Nas.
DMX. Did you know that Billy Corgan wrote a song about HIV?
No.
So it's called Glynis. Glynis, I think is how it's spelled.
Did he give tribute to Fauci and ACT?
No. He wrote the song about a girl who died, and she was in another band, and I think she died from complications of HIV. And and the song is about how the public just scrutinized her and dehumanized her when she was going through a hard time, and then she died. And so the song
Fuck.
is about his friend, this girl who was in another band who had died of that. So it's like, I mean, and I didn't know about the song until it got released on their reissue of I think it was Siamese Dream or Pisces, but it was like it's like one of the best songs ever.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta get back into these guys.
Yeah. I think what else? Yeah, there's just so many little things I could talk about. You know, I'm gonna start boring you guys. So
Does he play the guitar? Corgan?
yeah, Billy plays the guitar. He plays the piano. He does some other stuff, but I mean mainly guitar and piano, I think. And
Another
then it's
side quest. What instruments do you guys play or want to play? Me is the accordion. I want to get in a Mexican band.
I've played guitar and piano. I never got formal lessons, and I did it just to compose. Like I made a few songs on piano and I recorded them a long time ago, but
Chris?
I can't read music, so
Me
So
either. Me either.
before Dr. Joe answered that question, I was thinking the two instruments that I would most like to be able to be very good at would be piano or guitar. Piano probably the most, but guitar would be
Piano's
secondary.
like so classy if you could play it.
Yeah.
I want to do accordion because it's out of left field, and like I just want to be in a Mexican band and like barely know Spanish, but like be respected. You know, that'd be so sick. Imagine that.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, like accordion.
Yeah.
It's got elements of piano and guitar into it.
It's got a
It's like
small.
mixed.
It's got like a small piano on it.
Well, with your right hand, you gotta do the piano. With your left hand,
Yeah.
you know, it's a very interesting instrument. We gotta look into. We can do a whole hour on the invention of the accordion.
It's like a piano and that Scottish instrument, bagpipes.
Bagpipe.
It's like
I
a
wonder
combination.
who we gotta look into. It's gotta must have been the colonizers from Spain. Yeah. I feel like if I listened to this during my MCAT days, I would have done better on the MCAT. This was what was missing. Was this?
yeah.
I took the
and
MCAT. I failed miserably. Oh, I got 95th percentile in writing though. But the other shit, fuck that, man. 30s, 20s.
Oops.
Writing though, lit. If they had a YouTube category,
There you go.
would have been 101. Let's go. Three minutes in, we haven't commented on this art cover. Like this lady's looking at us like, "What do you want from me?" Like it's very different from that last song we reacted to. I'm a bitch, I'm a mother. This one is like, "What do you want from me?" Like she's the way she's looking. I don't know what this means.
Hmm.
Like, you see, like we reacted to what was her name, Chris? The
Meredith Brooks.
Meredith Brooks was like the beginning of modern day feminism and the slow decline, slippery slope into the chaos we're in now. I feel like this lady would bring order in a heartbeat. Just look at her. Like, I mean, she probably has like laser beams beaming out of her eyes. Ah, this is some sick shit. Yeah, I can't. I can't believe I haven't heard this before, and if it had lyrics on it. I mean,
Yeah.
Wu Tang said the dumb are mostly intrigued by the drum, which I generally agree with. But like, if you throw some lyrics on this, it would just resonate. I swear, I would have passed MCAT with this. Like, I just
So
needed that fuel.
there are certain studies that show if you listen to classical music, you're more likely to increase your intelligence,
Oh
right?
yeah, when Dora gets pregnant, we're putting headphones straight to the stomach, like
Listen, Beethoven.
Mozart, Beethoven, the other guy who chopped his ear off. All those people.
So when the rapper, I forget who you just said that
Wu
dumb
Tang,
are
Ghostface Killer.
mostly intrigued by the drum.
The
Is,
dumb are mostly intrigued by the drum. Rick
now,
James, what do you
is
think about this
is
bar?
that instrumental, or does that apply to specifically only percussion instruments?
I think it's people listen to the beat and not the lyrics when the lyrics are on top of
There
it. When there
there is
are no lyrics,
yeah.
that's different. It does not apply. NA.
Ah,
Like we
okay.
put in research NA.
Okay.
Uh Jordan Peterson said, and we'll wrap this up. The best kind of music is when there's a perfect balance of order and chaos. So you don't want too chaotic, and then it sounds like you don't understand what's going on. And you're like, what the hell? Take this off my ears. I don't want to hear this. But you don't want too much order because it's boring. So you want that perfect yin yang, order and chaos blend. And it's like so few artists just get that right.